Hello, my name is Ayla Gramberg, and we'll be discussing business sustainability. According to the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, we have only until the year 2030 before the impacts of climate change could be irreversible. This is why implementing sustainable business practices now is more important than ever. What does it mean to be a sustainable business? Sustainable businesses are those that minimize their negative impact on the environment, meaning they meet their present needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. One company that does a lot of global sustainability is the World Wildlife Fund. WWF develops standards and programs that help other companies and industries be more sustainable in the production of their products. A few of WWF's most notable programs are the Forest Stewardship Program, the Marine Stewardship Council, and the Climate Savers Program. Some great ways businesses can become greener are using less water, recycle old electronic waste, reduce electricity use, and compost food scraps. By using less water, you are keeping more waters in estuaries and rivers, which help keep the environment healthy. Recycling helps reduce pollution and therefore keeps the waterways clean. Reducing electricity use prevents unnecessary burning of coal, crude oil, and fossil fuels that fill the atmosphere with carbon waste. Food scraps cannot properly decompose when they are tossed out with regular trash. They create harmful gases and the greenhouse effect in the atmosphere. In conclusion, we should be aware of the effect our actions have on the environment, and businesses such as the World Wildlife Fund are taking necessary steps to reverse the impact.
All right. Awesome. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Samantha, and I'm going to talk about what it means for businesses to be sustainable. So what is a sustainable business? It means where businesses conduct their business without having a negative impact on the environment and community. And that is not only good for the environment, but also a business's overall brand image. And research has shown that people consider sustainability before making a purchase at a business. So it's not just about how a business functions, but their future impacts as well. So you might be asking, how can a business be effectively sustainable and what should be the focus? So some important factors to consider for businesses include building a business on belief, embracing change. It's really important for a business to be open and to grow as well. And more on that is to focus on creating value for the business, what they want to stand for. Like I mentioned, creating room for growth is important and excelling in that area. Also, being able to constantly reinvent and having a framework in place, and that allows for there to be a focus on investment and performance as well. That really engages internal and external stakeholders, and that includes current customers and future customers. It's really important to have and maintain and establish those good relationships. So why is sustainability important? It's important for many reasons, and the environment is a huge part of that. A business should consider that it's sustainable not for the environment and not just for profits. It has a societal impact and, like I said, an environmental impact. And that really contributes to the health of the structure of the business. So a business not only survives, it thrives because there is an environment part, a societal part, and an economic part to sustainability. So I just want to give a few examples of business sustainability. The three main pillars include an economic aspect, an environmental aspect, and a social aspect. And it's really important for a business to have a sustainability plan because that is something that a business can use to develop and grow in three different ways. And that includes financially, society wise, and environmental. These are three things that are dependent of each other and affect not only a business itself, but the entire society and the people that um, are impacted by the business, including the environment. So I just want to give an example of environmental sustainability, and that includes solar and wind energy. Um, a huge part of that is, in general, renewable clean energy. It's really important for a business to have. So just in conclusion, business sustainability is important not only for the environment, it also has an economic impact and a very important social impact for current customers, and it leads the way for future customers as well. So yes, thank you.
Okay. So one second. Okay. So to begin with, why should a business become sustainable? There are many reasons. The first reason is focusing on future impacts on the earth. Becoming a sustainable business helps to prevent harmful impacts on the environment, such as pollution. The second reason a business should become sustainable is because it improves bottom line. And what this means is by becoming a sustainable businesses, companies improve their reputation, which in turn attracts new customers who value a business and sustainability, which overall can help improve earnings for the company. So, what size companies can be sustainable? A business can be sustainable whether it is a major multinational company such as Coca-Cola or a small business like Creek Coffee. How can a business become sustainable? There are many ways. The first way is reducing waste, preventing pollution, adopting clean energy, conserving water, planting trees, turning to sustainable materials like biodegradable, and adopting sustainable business travel practices. An example of this would be limiting the need to travel by instead hosting a video conference. An example of a sustainable business is Patagonia. They have been said to be one of the most successful sustainable clothing brands in the sport and outdoor industry because they have strove to be a sustainable business for over 20 years. What are the ways that Patagonia is a sustainable business? The first way is they donate 1% of all their yearly revenue to environmental organizations. So in 2019, their annual revenue was $800 million, therefore $8 million was donated. The second way Patagonia is a sustainable business is because they hold workshops where they teach customers how to repair their own clothing and belongings. This includes any clothing, not just Patagonia brand items, and this encourages people to fix what they already have rather than purchasing a new item, which helps reduce waste. The third way Patagonia is a sustainable business is they encourage sustainable travel practices by organizing one yearly event in June, which limits business travel, which limits pollution. Thank you for learning about sustainable businesses and the ways in which businesses focus on the future impacts of the environment. Hopefully, you can use this knowledge in the future to help make a difference in the business world.
Okay. Hello, my name is Jessie De La Cruz, and the topic for today is business sustainability. What is sustainable business? Sustainable business is meeting the need of the present without putting the future in danger. There are many ways in which one can take advantage of the available resources without leaving future generations in bad shape. The three main categories in how a business can affect its surroundings is through environmental, economic, and community choices. What can companies do to become environmentally sustainable? The use of natural resources, control waste management, transportation, such as a bike, carpool, walking, etc., energy efficiency. They could use the method of reuse, reduce, and recycle, reduce paper waste, and they can even produce environmental friendly products. What can companies do to become economically sustainable? Financially saving, employment, profit, training and education, distribution and of wealth, and economic growth. What can companies do to become sustainable within the community? Equal opportunities, diversities within the business, human rights, community relations, community involvement, and great working conditions. So that is it for today, and I hope you enjoyed.